good with you, Doc?
Nope. What's good, bro?
Chill.
Yeah. So what's up? So what? Man, you know why I'm here? So we're shooting away.
Photo shoot.
Hell yeah.
That's right. That's on me, Doc. Yep, that's on me. I'm gonna take that 2K, Doc.
Alright, what's up, people? My name is Diff, and we're going to talk about the secret to taking the best portraits ever in your life. Now, I'm kidding. But no, this is a video about one of the lenses that I use that is my top choice when it comes to portraits, and it's the 35mm. We're also going to do this video Casey Neistat way with the glasses, so that way you can't see what I'm looking at because I'm trying to read my little notes or whatever. But anyway, the 35mm is a lens that I really like. This one specifically is on a Fujifilm camera, which is crop sensor, so it brings it to an equivalent of a 50mm on a full frame camera. But that we're not going to get into that. We're not even ignore that. The lens that I use specifically is the 7 Artisans. It is fully manual, which means that it will not focus on its own. You are in control of the focus. It also chooses the aperture as well manually, so that right there you control it. But what specific that I like about this lens is the fact that it goes all the way down to an f-stop of 0.95. That doesn't mean that any other 35 lens I don't like, but this one specifically I love for that reason. So with a higher aperture, I'm allowed to get more of a crazy blurred out background to where there's a lot of separation between that and the subject. So even if I didn't have that 0.95, I would still choose the 35mm because it's not too wide but not too tight either. It's a good sweet spot in between a 50mm and a 24mm. You know, it's wide enough to get the subject in the background, but if you move in close enough, you're still able to focus in on the subject and only get the subject. So that right there is a good enough reason for me to use this lens specifically for that. And honestly, it's probably the most used lens for portraits because of that versatility of the lens to be able to go in for tight shots and for wide shots, because sometimes you want that background in it and sometimes you don't, but you have the option. Versus shooting with a 95 or 90mm, you got to be really tight on that subject to where you're only going to get either the head or whatever. Same thing with an 85mm. And you don't have much versatility with it. Only way you can get that full body is if you bag all the way out. So nah. But the 35 also allows you to get group shots too if you're with family or friends, or you just have a group of people that you're scheduled to shoot. So 35 all the way is a way to go. Now this lens specific, the colors on it are great. Like I said, this one specifically has 0.95 aperture, and because of that you get that bokeh, which you can see in this picture right here. And honestly, I think this is the most perfect example of separation of the subject and the background. Like I said, your lens doesn't have to do specifically. It's just something that I chose to do. Any 35 millimeter would do good. I know sometimes people look over this lens, and this is the purpose of this video. Now, not only do I take pictures with the 35 millimeter, I also shoot my content with the 35 millimeter. If it's something that's cinematic, like what you saw at the beginning of this video, that was primarily shot with the 35. I want to say 100% it was shot with the 35, but I'm not fully sure because I can't remember, because those settings are saved in it, because that's also a manual lens. But no, that was a 35 millimeter lens, and I love the 35 specifically because of that. So the 35 is perfect for pictures as well as video. You can't really go wrong with it, and I wouldn't steer you in any other direction. If you had to choose one lens to take portraits with, I would highly recommend the 35 millimeter, whether that's for full frame and or crop. So if you're looking at getting it, this lens specifically that I have, which is the 7 Artisans, is about $200, which is really good. Of course, you're not getting the autofocus, but if you're shooting pictures and you're a professional photographer or somebody who's deep into the photography, you don't mind shooting a manual. Like, I've gotten so used to shooting manual because I started doing film photography that I can do this with a breeze. It doesn't take me long at all. Go get you a 35 millimeter, check it, shoot it, let me know what you think, and which one of these pictures did you guys like? And also, did you guys like the video at the beginning? I'm trying to do more cinematic footage, so if you guys are rocking with that, let me know, and I'll try to include it a little bit more in the shots that I do. But yeah, overall, here we are. And notice the background change. I'm at my mom's house, so kind of had to make do with what I got here. But yeah, what picture y'all like? Do y'all like the 35? Did you think the video was good at the beginning? Talk to me, and I will see you guys later. Let's go.
So we're shooting away.
Damn. I feel like that didn't go right. I feel like it did, but it didn't.